Hi, I'm Thomas Meacham. I'm the Head of Procurement for CMCA UK. What is procurement and why is it important for businesses? In its simplest form, procurement is a process of sourcing and supplying items, components, full bill of materials, but it's so much more than that. Especially us in the procurement department, we understand that it is not just a simple buy and sell. It's a category management, it's a supply relations management, it's a logistics planning, it's a budgeting, there's aspects of accounting in there. There's so much more than just on the surface of a simple buy and sell. It's incredibly important for your business. These processes are where you get your value from. You've got to have the right procurement department in place to make sure that they're making the best of that value. How can procurement services help streamline my company's supply chain? So procurement services can streamline your supply chains by acting as a gateway agent into a larger, wider base of supplier. We can act as the managing agent for the manufacturers, for the logistics agents, helping with the distribution side of things. So it streamlines it on the basis of you come to us and we manage your supply chain for you. What are the key benefits of outsourcing the procurement services? There's a wide range of benefits. Initially, if I go back to the streamlining of supply chains. So the operation of streamlining your supply chains allows you to have that tighter control over the areas that you need them most. You can focus your time and effort spent on possibly the key areas of manufacturing that you need to focus on, or looking at your internal processes and continually improving those. Even though streamlining supply chains is important and it's good practice, it's important to make sure you've still got those key supply routes when you need them. If there's a supply that you don't use very often and you decide, let's strip this one out because we don't use it very much, but they support a key component that you might need, when that need arises, you're going to struggle to retain it again. So through outsourcing your procurement supply, you come to us, we manage the wide base of suppliers for you, we look after that small supplier with your key need and key component, and we can deliver that straight to you. How can procurement services help me to reduce my cost and optimize savings? So again, going back to the streamlining of your process, it is a brilliant way of looking after your supply chains, a brilliant way of tightening up your costs, your operational needs, but it is important that you have the correct service provider to do that for you. CMCA have been running 26 years. We've got all our procurement processes set up, they're in place, they've had action of continual improvement. We operate slightly differently from other procurement service providers because we focus on that outsourcing element. So our sales team purely set up to filter through a large number of opportunities and requests for quotes from our supply bases. We separate that so that our buyers then continue the order processing element, and we find that actually this works really well in improving that supplier engagement and supplier relations. We basically manage that entire workload for you. What criteria should I consider when selecting a procurement service provider? It's important to understand your procurement service provider, understand their qualities, their values. It's all about that QCD approach. It's quality, delivery, cost. At the end of the day, that's what provides you value. To us here at CMCA, we value communication above everything else. We believe that communication is what gets you the best value through our supply chains, especially if you're looking at streamlining that process. We've got a wide range of suppliers that we need to keep that communication in place for you. One more thing, when you're looking at your procurement services, it's important to take a holistic view rather than just a single item cost. That's where you'll find the true value.